Crown Jewel 21. Ask without asking. The 3-signal strategy. The highest form of game is silent guidance. When you know your value, you don't ask, you position. Let them come to the conclusion you architected. CS-core law principle, the strongest influence doesn't ask, it signals. In the high-stakes world of elite escorting, direct asks often weaken the perception of power. Instead of chasing, you engineer curiosity, urgency, and desire using a precise, calibrated mix of 3 invisible signals. This law teaches you to create an irresistible pull without ever asking for anything. Field strategy and psychology. In elite circles, what you ask for is often less important than how you are seen when asking. High-value clients expect subtlety, sophistication, and power. Obvious asks, especially for money, time, or access, can trigger resistance, scrutiny, or loss of mystique. But if you master the 3-signal strategy, you'll never have to ask again. You'll make your desires felt through a precise cocktail of pre-signals, frame setup, mid-signals, value activation, post-signals, closing loops. Together, they guide the client toward your desired outcome, whether it's a gift, a booking, an upgrade, or a boundary reinforcement, without you ever having to say the full thing out loud. The 3-signal types. 1. Pre-signal, frame setup. These are early aura cues, visual choices, and conversational pivots that establish the high-value ecosystem you operate in. They suggest you're not only selective, you're already in demand. Examples. I'm very particular about energy exchanges lately. I've learned to make space for things that pour back into me. Only posting luxury spaces, handwritten notes from clients, or untagged shots in private settings. Mid-signal, value activation. These signals hint at the energy investment, cost, or exclusivity of accessing you, without ever giving a price or saying, book me. Examples. This week has been completely booked with wellness and client prep. I finally get a moment to breathe tonight. Being flown out again this weekend. I really cherish clients who respect rest and presence. Sharing a moment of pampering with a caption like, I only respond to energy that upgrades me. 3. Post-signal closing loop. These are nonverbal, silent, or minimal responses that create room for the other person to lean in. They leave the loop open, unconfirmed, or slightly mysterious, activating their chase reflex. Examples. Reacting to their interest with a simple emoji. Waiting a few hours to reply to a flirtation, then shifting the tone to sensual calm. Letting a generous compliment land with that's felt. I move with those who follow through. The signal compass. Field tool. A quadrant-based tool to guide which type of signal to use depending on client behavior. Client behavior: best signal, high praise and overly, eager/aggressive post-signal create mystique. Reset the chase dynamic passive or uncertain mid-signal build desire, and aura curiosity resistant to price, or vibe pre-signal frame yourself, an advanced silent or disengaged combo. Pre plus mid reignite intrigue through layering field ritual. Track your client's behavior and match it to the right quadrant. Over time, this builds a predictive signal response model. Legendary whisper inserts micro one-liner, power bombs, you sprinkle silently on captions, voice notes, DMs, bios, or calls to create legend-level allure without overt selling. Examples. I align with energy that never needs to be reminded. The version of me you want isn't available for everyone. Some recognize value instantly, others just get stories. Rotate new whispers monthly to prevent dilution. Treat them like rare perfumes. 3 signal saboteurs. What to avoid, identify, and eliminate aura-killing behaviors. Over-signal syndrome. Overposting soft life moments causes client thirsty framing. Where are the real ones at? Post-signal loss of power. One-dimensional energy. Repeating luxury signals with no emotional mystery turns allure into background noise. Field audit. Review your last 9 posts. Flag and rewrite any signal that lacks layered tone, aura velocity, or curiosity bait 4. The no ask template collection templates to convert interest without begging, pushing, or cornering. Drop into bios, auto responses, or private messages. If you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not explaining. The rate isn't for the curious, it's for the committed. Luxury doesn't request attention, it's selected by those ready for it. Not all messages get replies, some just get remembered. Tone, cool, confident, boundary-rich. Mirror trigger strategy, reflection ritual. Before you send any signal, ask, if someone else sent me this exact post message, would I lean in or click away? This audit reduces accidental self-sabotage by filtering your signals through receiver psychology, not sender emotion. Signal scorecard system, Legend Tracker. Track signal use and client reaction with this simple grid. Analyze what consistently works per client segment. After 4 weeks, turn this data into a playbook of your signature signal mix. Or a frequency check weekly self-test. Ask yourself every Sunday, is my signal pattern this week soft, seductive, or stale? Then recalibrate. If soft, add mystique or bold post-signal if seductive. Balance with more absence if stale. Inject something unexpected, a quote, private win, vanishing act, signal switchboard map. Create a master document that maps your top 10 signal posts by type, platform, and response rate. Rotate them in cycles to keep your aura fresh and responsive without exhausting creativity. The Signal Compass, Field Tool, Precision Signal Matching System. Purpose to help you deploy the correct type of signal pre, mid, or post based on the client's current behavioral pattern. This keeps your aura calibrated, your presence felt, and your conversion rate high, all without saying a word. Quadrant breakdown. Client behavior signal type to use strategic reason overeager, always reaching out. Signal creates mystique. Resets the power balance. Makes them earn it. Passive/mild interest mid-signal builds desire by stirring curiosity without demanding. Resistant/overly logical pre-signal frames your aura as premium before the pitch even starts. Silent/ghosting/lukewarm pre-plus-mid combo reinvigorates energy while maintaining control. Field instructions. Assess each client's last 3 behaviors or messages. Match them to one of the 4 behavior types. Select the signal type and deploy content accordingly. Pre equals subtle bio edits, mystery posts, aura resets. Mid equals story replies, voice notes, offhand mentions. Post equals sudden disappearances, removal of availability, quiet wins. Weekly drill. Log your top 3 clients and apply this compass weekly. Watch which quadrant converts best over time. Legendary whisper inserts or embedded micro signals. Purpose. These are short, powerful statements that act like verbal aura triggers. When used strategically, they attract, reframe, or challenge without direct requests. Sample inserts. I'm expensive even when I'm free. Some women are invitations. I'm an initiation. Availability doesn't mean accessibility. Luxury isn't loud, but when it whispers, the room listens. How to use. Add to social bios, text auto-replies, email signatures. Drop into voice notes during silence gaps. Use in story captions layered over aesthetic content. Power rule. Never explain or justify a whisper insert. Its silence is its strength. Signal saboteurs. What to avoid. Field defense layer. Purpose to protect your signal strategy from dilution or unintentional weakness. Top saboteurs. Over-signal syndrome. Constant soft life posts with no mystery or breaks. Fix. Use the signal echo rule. 1 post, then silence for effect. Thirsty framing language. Where the real men at? Or if you can't afford me, say that. Fix. Replace with whispers, not whines. One-dimensional energy. Repeating the same photo angle, same vibe, same flex. Fix. Add mystery. Vary your signal. Use coded language. Signal detox exercise. Review your last 9 public posts. Circle any caption that sounds desperate, overused, or forced. Replace with a power whisper or delete entirely. The No Ask TM template collection purpose. Subtly imply your value and exclusivity without ever asking directly. Top templates. The rate. It adjusts to the room's temperature. I'm not available for the curious, only for the qualified. Sometimes the answer is silence. That's still an answer. I don't post for attention. I post for alignment. Instructions. Rotate monthly across booking auto-replies, profile text, email signatures, and select DMs. Never explain your templates. Let them land in the subconscious. Advanced layer. Add a link behind the template to your exclusive booking portal, but don't mention it unless they ask. Mirror trigger strategy. Self-reflection reframe ritual. Purpose. To prevent self-sabotage through uncalibrated signaling. This ritual helps you think like the client and correct weak framing. Core reflection prompt. If I saw this message post signal from someone else, would I be drawn in or would I scroll past it? Ritual instructions. Before posting or sending any signal, speak it aloud once. Then imagine receiving it from someone more powerful than you. If your gut pulls away, it's. If it leans in, it's worthy. Legend tip. Keep a mirror test notes, file of the signals that pass and fail. You'll start seeing patterns in your own power cycles. Signal scorecard system, legend calibration grid, purpose, to test, track, and calibrate your signal deployment over time with real-world feedback. Weekly ritual, every Sunday night, review your week. Note which signals worked on high-value versus low-value clients. Adjust your future signal cycles accordingly. Use a color-coded spreadsheet and track monthly conversion rates. Patterns will emerge. Aura frequency check, weekly self-awareness ritual. Purpose, to ensure your signal doesn't become stale, repetitive, or invisible, ask yourself weekly. Was my energy this week soft, gentle but lacking edge? Seductive, on-brand and effective? Stale, predictable and flat? Reset rituals. If soft right arrow, add a boundary post, power whisper, or slight mystery. If seductive right arrow, stay consistent, don't oversaturate. If stale right arrow, introduce absence, change location, or post a surprise. Digital aura control hub, purpose to organize, rotate, and master your most powerful signals without exhausting creative energy. How to build. Create a Google Doc or Notion page titled Signal Switchboard. By signal type, pre/mid/post, platform Instagram, text, WhatsApp, site, emotional tone, curious/forbidden/empowered. Store 10-15 of your highest performing signal lines, captions, replies, stories, etc. Deployment. Use this as your weekly rotation bank. Add new winning signals after successful interactions. Delete any signals that have been overused or no longer convert.